Hello. I wanted to create a video based on all of the questions I received in our face-to-face class regarding the new assignment on IEP goals. Week 12 marks a turning point for this class. We've completed the readings from the chapter in the textbook, and now we're moving to application. So we're going to have to go back to what we learned in the first 3 chapters of the book regarding the creation of an IEP, Individualized Education Program, and we're going to start that process looking specifically at the goals. So if you scroll down in week 12 all the way to the bottom, you'll see our IEP goal assignment. There are 2 documents provided, or 2 attachments. One is a Word document, and it contains our case study about Anthony. It tells us a little bit about who Anthony is. Then we have a goal page template. If you're comfortable writing your goals in Word, you're fine to do so. But this template might help you confirm that you've received and included all of the information. To write an IEP goal, you first have to refer to the standards, and this website is a great option. When we look at who Anthony is, we see that he has a wide variety of needs. We might want to create a specific goal around physical education. We might need a goal for language arts and mathematics. We also have geography as a specific goal. So you can use these standards. If you would like to create a behavior goal, use the extended content standards or potentially information here under health. You'll go to these various standards. Let's go to health here just to show you what it looks like. We'll go to the extended version here. And this is going to give us language for goals related to health. And this includes things like how we behave with one another. We might talk about how hitting is not a valid way to prevent communicable diseases. So we could focus on that goal for the purpose of helping Anthony see why hitting is not acceptable. And you can look through these various goals and choose what you want to focus on. First, however, start with understanding who Anthony is, and that's provided in the Word document that describes Anthony's situation. It also provides information about who is on Anthony's IEP team. And when you write your goals, you'll be writing 3. Here's the assignment again. You want to consider the perspective of one of the members of the team. Think about your future career as a teacher and choose a role that's likely to be one you can see yourself doing when this is your profession. If you want to teach language arts in the 5th grade, then choose a goal related to that. In fact, if you're certain you want to focus on language arts, choose 3 goals related to language. Students that work on multiple goals throughout the year in a particular subject area. If you're not exactly sure what you want, or you want a breadth of experience in this practice, choose the perspective of 3 distinct members of the team when you write your goals. Goals have to include all of these elements, and again, the template can really help you see what those elements are. This is the Excel file provided with the assignment, and I've chosen the area of math to write this particular goal. I went out to the math standards and identified this standard for 5th graders. I'm assuming that Anthony's far enough behind that it's going to take him the rest of his 5th grade year and the remainder of the year of his IEP in order to meet this particular standard for 5th grade math. I had to make up Anthony's present level of performance because the case study doesn't give me details at this level. So related to multiplying and dividing whole numbers, I'll assume that Anthony was tested and can multiply whole numbers with 50% accuracy and divide whole numbers with 25% accuracy. Now I write my goal, keeping in mind it's a 12-month goal. IEPs are not written based on a school academic calendar, but rather a full annual goal for 12 months. So my goal is that Anthony will be able to multiply and divide whole numbers up to 25 with 95 to 100% accuracy. Your annual goal needs to be a smarter goal. It should be specific. So again, I've identified how high in the number scale and to what level of proficiency. It should be measurable. This one's fairly straightforward, but sometimes life skills can be a challenging thing to measure, so make sure your goal is written in a way that it can be measurable. It needs to be attainable and realistic, and your core standards are really a great place to make sure that you're looking at it reasonably. If Anthony were at a kindergarten level academically, it would be inappropriate for me to choose a content standard based on the 5th grade that represents his age. So if his other goals are still in the 5th grade level, then it's expected that his math goals could be as well. So based on all the information you have about Anthony, which again, for this process, some of that will be made up, choose a goal that's attainable and realistic. It also needs to be timely, which is built in naturally with an IEP goal because we write them for a 1-year period with benchmarks that help us get there. And then the ER of SMARTER is evaluated and revised or rewarded, and those are also built into the IEP. After I know what I'm looking to do, which is why we focus on the goal first, then we discuss how we'll have measured this. And that is likely the same way that we measured Anthony already to establish his present level of performance. In this case, we'll say Anthony will complete math worksheets on multiplication and division of whole numbers up to 25 on a weekly basis as evaluated by his Gen Ed math teacher. So the evaluation procedure needs to include the tool, the frequency, and the individual responsible for assessing that tool. In this case, Anthony might do worksheets every day, but the ones that will be used to determine his progress on this goal will be done just once a week. If Anthony had assistive technology, we could include that here. It might be things like he can use a calculator. At this level of math, I wouldn't recommend that, but that might be an assistive technology for a math goal. When we look down below, the last remaining element of our IEP goals are the benchmarks. Again, keeping in mind that we write a goal on an annual basis, I'm assuming for my process that we're writing this today for Anthony. So in 3 months, which takes us to the middle of the summer, so I'm making an assumption that Anthony will be part of the extended school year so that his math teacher can be evaluating his progress in July. It may not be that he would be part of extended school year, in which case these goals may not represent exact 3, 6, and 9 month periods, and that's okay. I've identified a way to make this goal more simple for the beginning. And I again would base this on what I know of Anthony from his present level of performance. Right now he's already doing well with multiplying. He's at 50%. So to jump to 75% is not necessarily a huge leap. And I'm only asking for these first 3 months that he focus on numbers up to 10. So he'll be able to advance his division quite a bit and his multiplication a little bit for numbers up to 10. Then I move his numbers up to 10 up to the desired level of accuracy, which is 95 to 100%. Remember not to give a goal at 100%. Don't make students do it perfectly in order to feel successful, because none of us do everything perfectly all the time. And then I've also added the element of numbers 11 through 25 with a 50% accuracy. The last benchmark at the 9-month period is that he still maintains that strong accuracy of numbers up to 10, and he advances numbers up to 25, so those 11 to 25, to 75% accuracy. This still leaves me 20 to 25% improvement in order for him to reach the annual goal, which happens at the 12-month mark. Once I've written this, I want to copy this page to sheet 2 and to sheet 3 so that I can do my other 2 goals. And again, the choice is yours, whether those also be math goals or whether you branch out and try a language goal and a behavior goal. The types of goals we write need to be reflected by the members of the team who are part of Anthony's IEP. So don't go out and write an art goal per se when the art teacher was not represented in the IEP team. You'll save your document to your Blackboard site, And I welcome your feedback in the submission box or in the instructor comment section, because I'm always wanting to improve this particular assignment. It's very valuable for you to understand how to write strong goals, whether you're going to be a general education teacher or a special education teacher. Send your additional questions or comments to me via email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.